Hi guys, welcome to the new Super Luigi U NSNB2 I'm talking NSNB2 NSLU. What game is this? What are we playing today?
I think that we're playing the game that's called like
I think
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
I think we're playing Mario
Half.
Galaxy 3 for the Nintendo NX.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I don't know.
Anyways, any percent tournament, losers something something, but it's losers bracket match. Caleb, Mr. Cab, I'm Super 64 guy. I'm here with DCA.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can relate. Could be a potentially interesting match. Caleb, not sure if he plays this game much lately. Mr. Cab, it's been a while since he's done his last match. Not sure if he's been playing in between. We could see some slippery feet, some little rust. Caleb's capture card having a moment. But yeah, we'll see.
That's a challenge being worse than SRC.
Okay, I don't understand the problems that people have with SRC. Maybe I'm just lucky when I go log on, but I rarely have problems with SRC. Clearly, that's just a me thing, though.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
this is losers round 3.
Ah, okay. And there are 4 rounds of losers, and then we get to semis. I think. Anyways, 1-1, Acorn, pretty PogChamp power up. We're going to be using this to do a lot of really big skips. That you're not really going to see until World 5. And
Looks
beyond.
like Mr. Cab had a bit of a problem with his timer, so everything's going to be off.
Oh, well.
Caleb's stream looking like it's going to be a slideshow here.
I didn't catch how late his timer started. By his, I mean Mr. Cab's. Or early.
It was like...
And it's hard to tell because he's running OG, so...
late.
Pretty late, okay.
Like, he finished 1-1 with, like, 20-something.
Okay. So know that his time is probably a little bit worse. Caleb losing Acorn immediately. I just now noticed he doesn't have Acorn for some reason. I didn't even pay attention. This is like, it's, you know, let's be honest, this is like Caleb to make a mistake like this. Only Caleb would do something like that.
Oh.
Let's see. No, he's on Deluxe, so he's got a couple of backups. Number 1, he could switch to Toadette for the Peachette crown, but the problem is, does he know how to do Peachette 5 tower? Because it's a little bit different. Option 2, if he wanted to play a little bit safer but lose a little more times, he could go for Reds and 5 tower, which gives him an Acorn. So, likely he'll have to end up taking... Oh, say that again?
5-2 is also a thing.
5-2 is... That's true. 5-2 is also a thing. Honestly, I'd probably choose 5 tower Reds over 5-2.
Yeah, especially if he doesn't know, like, the movement for 5-2.
Yeah, especially. So, my guess is Caleb. Yeah. If Caleb's going to pick it back up, he's probably going to choose Reds in 5 tower. Or, for all we know, he could do any percent Nabbit for the rest of the run.
Yo.
Which could be exciting.
So here we see the first major difference between Deluxe and OG. As you can see, Mr. Cab had normal Luigi swimming speed with Nabbit, but Caleb goes super fast. That is a change that they made for some reason.
So DCA, you're an NSNB Wii player, so I have like a question for you. You're used to like Penguin, like how Penguin swims and that kind of thing. What is the difference between Penguin and Nabbit?
I don't No, really. They function pretty similar, but I'm
I didn't know
sure
if there
each
was one that
game
like
has its like small little things. Because
I just didn't know if you felt like there's one that felt different than the other or anything like that. I guess you also don't run a DX, so you actually don't really
yeah,
know what it
I mean, I
feels like,
have
I
ran
guess.
DX before.
Caleb, being mean to the commentators in the booth. Listen, man, you lost Acorn in 1-1, so... Or 1-2. Probably at the beginning of 1-2, because you lost in 1-1, he would have gone back and gotten an Acorn in 1-1. So he lost at the beginning of
Yeah.
1-2, most likely. Point being, he has no right to shame the commentators in the booth here. We're working pretty hard. I asked him a pretty impossible question that he couldn't really answer well, to be fair.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be moving on to 5-1. Looks like MrCab's going to do the old school strat. Probably going to be losing, at this point, upwards of like 5 seconds. Partly because he lost some time swinging on the Vine Extra there, and partly because there's a new, not new anymore, I guess, but there's a trick known as neutral jumping, where if you hold neutral jumping off of a Vine, you conserve all your momentum, and you can keep going really, really fast. Let's Caleb get a low 181, whereas MrCab is getting a 75, so it's about probably 5.5 seconds faster on Caleb's part. And here's another major difference. You're going to see that MrCab is going to have to watch this Toad cutscene, whereas Caleb is going to get to skip it because he's playing as Nabbit. As you can see, his cutscene involves Nabbit, but since we're playing as Nabbit in the deluxe version, we can skip that cutscene so that Nabbit isn't interfering with Nabbit.
You know, I think that I could have a much better idea for that cutscene. You would just, as Nabbit, just go up and steal the item from Toad.
Do it yourself. I mean, if you
Yeah.
can't beat him, join him. You know, it's only a video game, so like, you know, if you want to have that bad side to you, you know, there's zero consequence. You know? Steal now so that you don't have to do it later. Get that itch off. Get that itch off your chest immediately. That aside, 5-3 is pretty much just a hold right and run level. Nothing too big or exciting here, other than both runners getting top times. And Caleb is again gonna start going for red coins here. He's gonna ride this for a little bit. And the cool thing is, if he gets red coins here, he can then back it up by going for right side afterwards, because he can spin jump and go to the right and do right side normally. And it looks like he's going to choose to do left side instead. We should have suspected this, because we know Caleb. He loves his left side backups. And he's going to get it just fine, so that's good.
Left side easy.
And MrCab is going to barely get that, unless he missed his... Yeah, he's going to barely get that. Little bit late on those spins, though, so... I was a little worried he wasn't going to make it. 79 door, not the greatest for right side. For sure.
Commentator getting a call in a group chat.
Uh-oh.
Extremely professional here.
Thankfully, we can't hear it. Audience didn't know what hit them. Much like Boom Boom didn't know what hit him. Didn't even get a chance to get up off the ground before Caleb bodied this man.
Rest in peace. But not actually rest in peace, because he appears in, like, pretty much every other tower in the game.
True. Except for 6 Tower 2 and 7 Tower. Now, I think that there's only about 10 seconds of difference between Caleb and MrCab, so technically MrCab is in the lead right now. Because we haven't talked about this, but MrCab is running on the Wii U version, while Caleb is running on the Switch version. And MrCab has to win... Oh, I see. Never mind. Wait. Am I doing my math wrong? Am I stupid? MrCab has to win... Right. MrCab has to win by 29 seconds at the end in order to be considered a win. So even though MrCab is about 10 seconds behind right now, MrCab also is going to have faster loads for the rest of the game, so it's possible that he'll catch up pretty quickly coming up.
Yeah, the loads are way faster in OG, so that's why
Caleb's probably not getting the 79. Not the 84 door, though. I'd be surprised if this was a 79, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, that was kind of an IL door, let's be honest here.
That's fair. Yeah, 78. Didn't run down that swinging platform for far enough.
All around.
Still very good, though. Caleb getting really defensive about his gameplay. Or making fun of him. And now we are moving on to the auto scroller. So we'll be there soon.
This is fine, by the way. It's intentional. There was some problems.
We're fixing stream. Commentators secretly freaking out in the back.
Yep.
If there was any time to do it, it would be now.
At the beginning of the auto scroller, to be specific.
Exactly.
You know, we need to see if the runs are verifiable, you know.
Yeah, both runners are cheating behind our backs.
Yep.
And we got audio back on our end, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You love to see it. You see, I was going to say that if they get a 36, the runner's completely legit, but, you know, Caleb's just exposing himself.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he exposed himself with the 35 anyways.
Both runners get the 35, it looks like. Again, doesn't really lose them that much. Imagine not being frame perfect, though. Couldn't be me.
Honestly. Imagine not getting a backwards flagpole 36.
Yeah, who would have thought? Hey, it's World 7 time.
The amount of times that I've lost like 0.7 to messing up backwards flagpole is not okay.
What makes me sad is when I drop my glide too early and then I bonk on the flagpole and lose like a whole second. And that's happened before, and then it makes me really depressed.
No, it's not very Mario. It's very Luigi. Get it right.
This is true. It is very Luigi. Mario's nowhere to be seen in this game. Alright, 7-1 really isn't that part of a level, except for the fact that it's definitely entirely possible to mess. There's one jump that could potentially be missed.
I mean, I guess that
it's
also
not incredibly
depends
hard.
On, how much you like try to optimize the level as well.
That's also true. Very good run from Caleb. Very high 75.
MrCab played it safe, getting a 74, which is probably a good thing if you're not confident with the faster movement.
Yeah, for sure. Pulling back there. I don't blame him for doing that.
Here we go.
And now MrCab is going to be back in the lead thanks to loads.
Yeah, you can see
that just shows you how big of a
difference. And now there's that for every single level. Do it, Caleb. You won't.
Again, hold right and jump level, so not the end of the world for Caleb. I mean, we all know 7 Tower. 7 Tower could turn the tides of the game completely. We could we could see Caleb take the lead again here. Because I do think technically MrCab is in the lead. There haven't been enough loads, but I do think the race is pretty close. MrCab going for some really interesting movement here. Taking this tower incredibly safe. Wow. Caleb not going for the DCA strat.
I am offended.
A little bit upset. Recently, DCA found out that you can save a couple frames by a couple, actually, probably quite a few.
It really depends on what strat you do after, though. It's like if you go for the optimal like boost off the dry bones, it definitely saves a lot less.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Definitely gets you a very high
it.
90 pipe though with DCA strat. Basically, what it works is you bounce off of the fire bro so that you don't have to do the glide upwards, because the glide upwards takes a lot of time, or it slows you down a good bit. By getting your height by bouncing off the fire bro, you don't have to worry about flying upwards. Caleb getting a 158.7T, which is not awful, don't get me wrong, but definitely not what top players get. Top players normally getting pretty high 59. Caleb's RNG, oh, he should be able to get this. Nice. Should be a 147 for Caleb. Yes. Good for Caleb.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Looks like both runners had an alright Kamek, with MrCab having the worst tower, playing the beginning incredibly safe there.
Yeah, the safe strats can pay off, but they can also end up just screwing you over. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this run will play out.
Yeah, for sure. I know that MrCab will likely go for some different strats in 7 Castle as well.
Here we go.
And is MrCab playing on a controller other than the gamepad?
I don't know, actually. I think he is playing on the gamepad.
He menued over instead of just tapping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So both runners opting to go Luigi. Well, I mean, Caleb doesn't really have a choice, but right here you can see they have to wait for the timer to tick from 88 to 87, because if they got unplayable at 87 or 88, they would get fireworks, which lose somewhere around 15 to 20 seconds because of, you know, stupid cutscene.
I think it's probably the most punishing fireworks in any NSMB game. Simply because you have the fireworks cutscene in the level, and then you have to spend another few seconds talking to Toad, and then there's another cutscene after the next level opens up. That's a little bit longer than the other games' cutscenes.
Yeah, because I think in DS it's only like what, 6 seconds?
I think DS, it also depends on how far you're into the world, right? Because doesn't the camera have to pan back to the beginning of the world to make the Toad House appear?
Yeah, and I think that's the same with NSMBW if you're playing multiplayer.
And also NSMB2.
Yeah. NSMB2 fireworks are like really rare though.
Yeah, NSMB2 fireworks are honestly more confusing than these fireworks.
Yeah. So,
all right, we'll be going on. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right about MrCab doing different 7 castle strats. He played it very safe, which don't blame him for.
Caleb's got some interesting
setups.
Yeah. I kind of like them, though. They're unique.
Yeah.
I didn't notice if he messed up Castle, so I'm not sure if they work very well because he got the 149.
It was a 74 door, so.
I mean, he could have gotten a 150 then, so not the greatest boss fight then. We'll be moving on to 7 Airship, the hardest skip in the entire game, by far, especially if you look at how it's done. It's like mind-blowing how it gets played out here.
Like, honestly, it shouldn't even be possible. Like, that's how insane it is. So.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I'll be honest. So we'll see if both these runners get it.
The runners.
And we'll see if the runners get it. I bet MrCab is also going to go for it a bit safe here because of how incredibly difficult it is.
Whoa.
Oh no, MrCab just went all out for it.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes
Caleb
sense,
is too.
considering it is just...
Oh, and then Caleb bonking on the cannon.
And the pipe.
And
Caleb,
having a moment.
What are you doing?
That was interesting, to say the least. So, so much for playing within 1.8 seconds of a sob.
Right? Nevadra starting some counting in the chat.
Whoa!
The names just keep getting longer and longer. Oh.
Oh, we had 2 5s. I'm so sad.
Now we have a
Have you
3-5.
Oh my gosh, MrCab with the crazy Bowser Jr. hitboxes, going way too early for a hit there. Oh, and missing Bowser Jr. again. That's the problem with taking this boss fight way too safe, is you can really miss hits here if you take it way too safe and go way too high.
And
Almost
Mr.
just
Cab.
easier to, like, be slightly late than to just wait forever for those hits, because the longer you wait... Have you ever played that game where, like, everyone closes their eyes and you have to count to 20, but no one's allowed to talk except for saying numbers, and you can't, like, say the same number back to back, and you try and, like, get everyone, like, get up to 20?
No, but that sounds really fun.
That's what Nevadra basically just kind of did. That's what Nevadra reminded me of when he started that in chat. Like, chat counts to 20, but if they repeat numbers, they have to start over at 1.
Ho-ho! Wah!
Wait.
Totally have the galaxy knowledge.
Yep. Hey, World 9 is in space, so, you know, that counts.
True.
So, runners heading into World 8 here. First level, 8-1, does have some RNG at the end to get to the secret exit.
True. Thankfully, MrCab won't have to be super worried about it because he can play as Nabbit and not have to worry about taking damage, but Caleb has the scariness of getting hit as Luigi, which actually, if you put in some time and practice into it, actually isn't as hard as one thinks. I will say it takes a bit of grinding, but once you get used to it, it's really not that bad to avoid. Caleb getting a very high 78. I wonder if this will even be a 75 with left side, which would be insane. Almost. Wow.
That was really high, though. So,
yeah. Almost got that 75, which is pretty impressive.
yeah, definitely.
We're moving on to 8-4, also known as the Super 64 guy choke level. Because I suck at it.
Practice.
Here we go.
Mhm.
Smile.
Amen. Preach it to the world. Caleb going for flex crouch jump at the beginning there. Bonking. Good backup though. Still should be like a highish 88. Oh wow, still
Also,
an 89 even.
Wow. That's actually surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
was
learned that
not
there's
expecting
actually
that.
a star in this level.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a star on this level either.
Made it.
Like, I
Now
was
the rest of the
messing
level's way
around
too. The rest of the
with-
level's like way too quick that it's not going to save time to go get it. But
Unless you mess up, like, really, really badly.
Ah,
I feel like even then you wouldn't want to get the star.
Yeah.
Because it's generally, even if you mess up cycles, it's generally pretty easy to do movement around the cycles. Alright, Caleb's gonna be going for this crouch jump here, gets it pretty easy. MrCab playing this level incredibly safe. not really doing a very fast elevator skip. Caleb, on the other hand, getting an 81. Pretty low 81, though. Probably gonna be close to a mid 75 if I had to guess. Okay, well, commentator may have been wrong, but
Phew, made it.
I don't know if this is still sub 27:30 pace. I think this should still be 27:30 pace for Caleb.
Probably.
I mean, considering what went on this run, this really isn't a half bad run, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like, his only real mistake was losing
right
Acorn.
now, so.
That's good. The only mistake he really made was 1-2, losing Acorn immediately. Aside from that, the mistakes that he's made haven't really been, like, tens of seconds of mistakes. Oh, that's not going to save him time. Generally, clinging onto Bowser Jr. is a bit faster because then Bowser Jr. will push you really far, but Caleb let go of the cling really early, and then he also kind of got boned.
Yeah. Unfortunate situation, but not the worst thing that could have happened.
For sure.
I mean, you can still jump in this game, just not off the big switch.
Alright, hopefully the final boss doesn't mess anything up. Caleb is unfortunately a little bit in the lead, and he also gets the... MrCab also has the 29-second handicap. So it's going to be pretty hard for MrCab to win this. Caleb's going to have to, like, either die in the final level or miss, like, 2 clown car hits.
Yeah, so right now it's really not looking too hot for MrCab.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Luigi!
Though this might be MrCab's best race in the tournament. Potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
It's on pace for a 27-0x. Maybe 27-1x.
Yeah, probably closer to the levels.
Alright, Caleb's in the clown cart. Not gonna get hit by Bowser yet. MrCab's gonna need a perfect fight if he wants any chance.
Yeah.
Looking like it might even be a 268 from Caleb. This boss fight's interesting, to say the least.
One thing that I've learned from...
MrCab's gonna hit out. He shouldn't have committed. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I was right, 268. Not the hottest boss fight for sure, but...
Overall, a solid castle still.
Very good. 7 seconds apart without loads, but put the 29-second handicap on MrCab, and still a very good race. I do think this was MrCab's best, best race time.
I'm a winner.
And I forgot that MrCab messed up the Bowser Jr. fight a ton, so he's probably right in that he would be on PB pace if it wasn't for that.
MrCab's timer was also like 7 seconds late to start or something, so it actually be
so it
closer
really
to
was
27-24.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Oh, yeah.
Caleb was pulling the number 43 out of nowhere. Don't know why or for what reason. I think he just wants to add value and pretend he's in the commentator's booth.
Yeah.
Whether he's right or wrong, he doesn't deserve to be validated. That's that much we can say for certain. But we'll be going into game 2 here. I should probably hook them up with the race time room. Caleb's showing that he can do basic math. Yet when we play math puzzles in VCs, he has a bit of an issue. Caleb doesn't know his order of operations or when to multiply by 60. Can't convert from seconds to minutes. Kind of cringe.
Imagine.
Imagine is right. Meanwhile, I'm going to be setting up race 2 here. Should be starting soon-ish. Silly Diddy. That's kind of nice. All right, if it's okay with you, I'm going to get some more fluids to make me through game 2 and game 3. So I'll be back in like 20, 30 seconds after I rehydrate.
All right. Timer start now. It is currently 8:43:28 for me. So we will see when he gets back. For now, it looks like the runners are getting ready for their next race. It has been more than 30 seconds. Shaking my head. Another commentator taking over 2 minutes to get back. Approaching on 3 minutes now. Because the runners are almost about to start. So we can look forward to that.
Game 2 hasn't started yet. It came back right on time.
3 minutes. That took you 3 minutes.
Why were you timing me?
Because
Who cares? Dude, Psych was on in the other room. I got distracted, okay?
Excuses. You said 20 to 30 seconds. And you lied.
Listen, alright? Psych is a good TV show. I think everyone would understand that I went away to watch Psych. Like, it's a good show. I'm not one that likes watching TV. But Psych is probably my favorite TV show of all time. So...
Caleb with the 1-1 death.
Caleb is having great starts today. Caleb's doing quite nice for himself. He's having a lot of fun. You know what would be funny is he would have been done with the level by now.
Yeah, as you can see, his timer is currently red, meaning he is behind.
Meanwhile, MrCab loads ahead of him. Pun intended, of course. Because I'm the funniest man on the planet.
I can confirm this.
77 pipe for MrCab. Honestly, could have been a worse one, too. Let's be real.
Yeah, that was pretty solid 1-2 for what
We can take a 74, yeah. 98 pipe from Caleb. Cringe.
Actually garbage, though. Imagine being a top level runner and not even getting 99.
This is true. Misses the star! He's gonna lose if he loses Acorn here again. Okay, thankfully he doesn't lose Acorn, but man, if he lost Acorn, that would have been... Oh, and he's missing the...
Caleb, what are you doing?
This is kind of cringe to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, pretty hard to watch.
69,
although he did get the 69,
man.
So...
At least he kind of made up for it, but...
It could be worse. Oh, voice crack.
It really could be worse. Caleb's saying that he's lost 29 seconds, so... Basically, if Caleb beats MrCab, then he's just the winner.
MrCab bonking on the yellow pipe.
Ooh, and a little bit on the green pipe, too. Might get stuck. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he gonna... You know, I don't blame him for that backup. I don't blame him for that backup. Let's be real.
Honestly, that's kind of smart.
I can respect it, you know?
That is not something I would have thought to do.
Sometimes life happens, you know? Maybe Caleb will join him in going in that upwards journey.
Yeah, that
doesn't look like it. That would have been the gentleman's thing to do. But Caleb wanted the high 184. I'll post about it on Miiverse. Unironically, I was watching, or if you listen to the awesome podcast we have, kind of sort of related to this game, I was interviewing CalebAP, and when he first started speedrunning, he unironically posted his speedrunning times to Miiverse when he got them. That was the start of CalebAP, our own NSLU runner.
This information is publicly on the internet. We are allowed to share it here.
Yeah, dude, you know how many downloads that podcast has? Well, not a lot, but enough to let people know your story. I'm actually just curious how many downloads our podcast has now.
It was a very entertaining first episode.
It was a lot of fun. Episode 2 is supposed to come out this Sunday, too.
Yo. Hopefully I won't fall asleep during Skippy's, like, 30-minute part this time.
Yeah. Skippy was... It was funny, we recorded that, and Skippy was like, dude, I literally don't see this episode going over 45 minutes, like, at all. Like, if it goes over 45 minutes, that's insane. And then he talks for literally 30 minutes straight.
I think Caleb's just salty that he hasn't.
Caleb's salty that Caleb's salty that he wasn't invited on the first episode of the podcast because he has such a cool speedrunning story.
Bro, imagine even remembering your speedrunning story. Like
nice 181 from Caleb. He's gonna catch up to MrCab.
Probably not because of a cutscene skip or anything.
Yeah. Totally not. And all of a sudden,
oh hey, look at this.
He's back in the lead. See, look at Caleb. Now he's promoting his story because he's salty that he wasn't on the podcast where we shared our stories. He's further reinforcing the point. Like, we get it, man.
Caleb actively announcing his...
Honestly, that's his loss. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's just be honest here. The podcast is amazing. At least episode 1 is. Because, you know.
Can't believe you're implying that the intro episode was not amazing.
I didn't actually watch
50-second intro. That was completely important to the plotline of the podcast. Not at all. Caleb going for left side here. Of course he missed it. I mean, he's been having SLU troubles all day. Like, I don't blame him. Like, I mean, I do blame him. I can't believe he messed it up. But, like, 81, kind of cringe. Still a little bit better than MrCab, but...
Yep, Caleb all day.
Uh-oh, getting a DM from Caleb. I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
He's calling me things that I probably shouldn't share on stream.
Caleb, how could you?
Being rude to the commentators on stream.
And personally attacking them off stream.
Yeah. True. Monka TOS is right. Cold Eggman gets it. Very much a Monka TOS.
Here we go.
So how much have we actually talked about the game this stream?
Oh, this race maybe not as much, but I mean last race we got a lot. Let's see if Caleb redeems himself with a 79 flag here.
Well, I don't think he's getting a 79.
You know, I'm not even sure he's getting a 78. I was scared for my life for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least he solved the fireworks problem by messing up again.
True. But also, that could be a bad thing, because, you know, there's the option of getting a 77, because, you know, they're totally not making.
You know, Caleb, if you jump late, I very often do your strat for that room, and I often jump late. You just let go of glide and then immediately repress it. Stupid idiot. Can't back up his movement. His own movement that he came up with. We call it the CalebAP strat.
Here we go.
And he messed up his own.
He wasn't sure how late.
Wasn't sure whether, how late, why? Alright, well, Caleb will get back an acorn here, thankfully. Caleb's messaging while in the level. My guess is he then spammed because something bad ended up happening. Let's just wait to see the mistake.
Caleb's spoiling in the chat. Oh my, Caleb! Caleb's gonna give us a heart attack. Dude, here.
Commentators are fine. Doesn't even. It's a 34! It's a 34!
34!
He gets a 34! Oh my god! He got a 34! I can't believe he's
screenshotting this.
I can't believe he hasn't forfeit yet. I can't believe he hasn't forfeit this yet.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yo. Huh.
If I post this in the tournament server, will you pin it?
Sure, I'm down.
I posted it in general.
Here we go.
Yeah, let me get on pinning that right away. You can commentate on 7-1 and see how bad Caleb does here.
Going for the Nabbit movement, I think, and dying because of it. I think it's safe to say that,
Bye-bye.
even including the, delay, MrCab is probably
He's
ahead.
going for Nabbit. He's gonna be so cool when he dies more times.
I know, right?
Let's go.
Alright, we pinned it.
Yo! Only pin in this channel, too. I am honored.
So MrCab's got, you know, quite a solid lead here. But Caleb's gonna be getting the 76 here. So.
But does it really?
But at what cost? Now here's the question.
anything?
Does he know the 7-2 Reds backup?
That is a very good question.
We're about to find out. Holding our breaths. Looks like he does, because he's switching back to Luigi. Now, how many times do we think he's gonna die trying to go for the backup acorn?
At least once.
I would not be surprised. We're off to a great start already.
Beautiful start, in fact.
Okay, well, we're at the red coin part now, so...
Okay.
Meanwhile, MrCab is cruising through 7 Tower. Caleb missed a red coin. It's the acorn. Losing a little more than he should on a backup like this. You know what will be really sad is if MrCab grabs this ice flower.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't, and now cannot.
MrCab definitely has... Well, and then considering the fact that, you know, Caleb had, like, the 29-second badness, you know, this is looking like MrCab's got a nice lead right now.
Yeah.
MrCab probably could have gotten that if he was fast, but I don't blame him for not and waiting.
Especially
very good RNG,
like,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him for playing it safe, especially if he knows that he's most likely in the lead at this point.
Right, for sure. I mean, knowing Caleb, he's gonna lose Acorn in this fight.
You see, when things go bad for Caleb, they go bad.
Yeah. This is true.
Caleb's the type of guy to just ride the momentum, regardless if it was good or bad.
This is true. Caleb also. Oh no! And then Caleb's getting screwed over. Caleb's getting screwed over by RNG. Oh no! And he loses Acorn. I called it, dude. I called it, dude. Did I not call it right now? I'm in MrCab's stream right now. He's only 6 seconds behind PB pace. I'm not sure where he loses time, but I wonder if this could potentially be a PB for him right now. Caleb is choking. Caleb is choking hard. MrCab has a huge lead right now, and he is popping off.
Yeah, definitely. Over a level.
Yeah.
Like, even with the same loads at this point. If MrCab knows where he is compared to Caleb, it'll be interesting to see if he starts playing it more risky or if he just sticks with the safer strats.
I think he'll probably end up sticking with his safer strats.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense, but...
He's known to go for that in races, so... I'd be shocked if he did anything more than those safer strats. MrCab going to the Ludwig fight. Caleb not even in the castle yet.
Not even
ladies and gents, game 3, let's speculate. I'm thinking it's looking pretty probable. I mean, MrCab has been playing the best we've ever seen by far this tournament. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah,
He's
this just goes to
popping
show
off right now.
Safe strats can pay off.
Yeah, for sure.
Has MrCab lost Acorn yet this race?
Not at all.
Yeah, so hopefully I didn't just jinx that, and I will feel really, really bad. But there is a backup Acorn in the next level if he does get hit, so it won't be the end for him.
For sure. He'd probably still be in the lead, to be honest. Caleb, what is he doing? Oh, I see. He does the Nevada strat here. What? Wait, no. What is he doing?
Yeah, but he still lost time in the first part of the level.
And somehow he didn't get a wall kick input, it looks like. I don't know what Caleb's doing anymore.
I think he's throwing for content.
He honestly might be. Alright, let's see if MrCab hopefully doesn't lose his Acorn here. Let's see. Double jump. Go for it. Get the balances. And we're over.
Alright.
Nice. Into the Bowser Jr. fight. Please, MrCab, don't choke the Bowser Jr. boss fight. Are his safe strats gonna hurt him again? Yeah, his safe strats are gonna hurt him again.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we still have Acorn, but I mean, really losing time here. Yeah.
This is probably one of the very few places in the entire game that I would recommend just learning how to do optimally.
For sure. Still not bad, though.
Also,
Probably
I'm
on
not
like
sure if
OX
Mr.
base
Gab
right now.
knows, but if you fly to the left in the end of that level, you actually save time because of how the blocks fall.
That's true. You trigger this cutscene when Luigi passes the bottom of the screen. Since the blocks fall from left to right, you'll hit the screen faster if you're on the left side of the screen versus the right side of the screen. I think it's like roughly a 2-second difference from absolute farthest left to absolute farthest right. Caleb, no way. Okay,
Oh my
gets
God,
the backup
Caleb.
though. Very good backup from Caleb. Didn't panic. But this run is kind of a struggle for Caleb, and I think he knows it. Hopefully he knows it. If he thinks he's the hot stuff right now, then
And we got a bit of a problem.
yeah. I mean, he does say in chat that he thinks this is record pace. So I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, how are we supposed to break this information to him?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. All right, well, here comes Caleb on his own Bowser Jr. fight. Let's see if Caleb gets some time on him here.
Caleb, what?
Probably not. You know, probably not at all. Probably not getting any time save.
At this point, I am.
Caleb,
fully
what is he doing?
convinced that-
Okay, I'm not even sure that he knows what's going on anymore.
Is he even playing the game anymore, or did like
I'm not
somebody
even
else grab the
sure.
controller?
I'm not even. I don't even know what to say right now. I can't even talk.
I don't.
Okay, that was sick. That was sick. Okay,
He
that
picked
was
up the
cool.
controller for a second.
The bomb jump was pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely was. Especially
but-
as Luigi. I've never seen it done as Luigi.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Nabbit %, by the way. The only time that will ever be said.
Shoutouts to how Nevada has world record in every single any % category on the main boards for
Not
NSLU.
long, hopefully, that is. All depends on if I can, like, actually play well throughout the entire run. Smile.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, that world.
Mr.
that-
Cab is entering 8-4, and Caleb's not even in World 8 yet.
Oh! That hurts. I mean, he's still very much winning. Don't get me wrong.
It's not
that
even
hurts. Doesn't
close,
choose to go in for Nabbit. Chooses, I guess, to go for the 77, hopefully. Is the goal here?
Maybe.
I'm not even sure anymore.
Going for the
Getting the star. Interesting.
Love to see it. Does the star clutch the 77? It probably does. Yes,
Nice.
it does.
Barely clutches the 77.
Speaking of the star.
Speaking of the star, CalebAP, everybody.
Yeah.
The star of our show.
Surely, yes.
It's middle RNG. Yeah, that was middle RNG. I don't know why I hesitated on that.
You know, you'd think that a top runner would be able to tell the RNG patterns.
Yeah, you'd think. To be fair, though, it took me a while to be able to figure out what RNG pattern I was working with.
Bro, it takes me until it's, like, past the block. Like, it takes me until broken the block, but then again, you know.
Past the point of no return, if you will. MrCab again, playing it really safe here.
I'm not sure if he knows, but there is some pretty consistent strats that are a lot faster than this.
Yeah, for sure. Caleb choosing not to go for Nabbit strats here. Is he going for the 77? I don't even know.
Made it.
Yeah.
He is.
Looks like
Okay.
Not first frame, SMH.
MrCab's going to the final boss. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're seeing a game 3.
Anything is still possible at this point, though.
This is for sure. I mean, if MrCab dies on the final boss, it'll go back to Caleb. We do. All right, MrCab's in. MrCab could miss a lot of hits. He just wants to make sure he doesn't die. As long as we're not missing any hits, then we'll be fine.
Yeah, 77 is the only double digits on the timer that give you Acorn.
Finishing with a 77 gives you the nut. Why do I feel uncomfortable reading that, chat?
Probably because it's Nevada saying it. And
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
No, the only items that you can get are Mushroom from 11, 22, 33. Fire Flower.
I think one of them actually gives you a 1-up. One of those 3 gives you a 1-up, I know that.
You know what?
I think it might be 11.
I have Google open. Let me just look.
But Cold, pretty sure Penguin and Prop are reserved for World 9 and the occasional lucky World 2 encounter. Or World 3 encounter. 4.
Oh, okay. 11, 22, 33 is 1-up. 44, 50, or 44 is Fire Flower, 55 is Ice Flower, 66 is Mini, 77 is Acorn, and then I think
88 is an 89er star.
Yeah, okay. That's not listed here, so good job.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean there are
Yeah.
levels that have Penguin. That's true, but you can't nab them from fireworks. Reason being, okay, this game is stemmed from NSMBU, and in NSMBU, it's very hard to get a Penguin or Prop outside of. From what I know, it's very hard to get Penguin or Prop outside of World 9.
I don't think there is a Penguin. Or
I
Prop.
don't think so either.
Yo, Caleb winning. Let's go, GG.
All right. I think MrCab's got 2 hits, and he's back in the clown car. I think this is GG.
It very much could be. Getting hit out of the clown car. And the clown car is right on top of Bowser.
No.
So he's going to have to wait for this entire attack.
Dadgy wadgy, dude.
I don't think that this will make the difference, though, because you know, Caleb kind of has over.
I mean, death here will make the difference, but I mean, MrCab's gonna take 3 hits. He is getting like stuck in the corner. Okay, now we're fine. That's it.
GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, game 3.
We are moving on to a game 3.
MrCab is the winner, apparently, though. But game 3, I don't even know what's gonna happen in game 3. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it all depends on if Caleb is going to be able to do a mental reset or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Caleb had a brum moment this race, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's not even debatable. So, something that I've learned from 271 attempts is that you can hit Bowser's nose like basically without even being on his nose. It's crazy.
Yeah, same for the second and third hits. You can almost like hit his arm, like potentially his shoulder blade, and that like counts as a hit.
Yeah.
267 even. Gosh. Ouchie, wouchie.
GG's to Caleb.
Time to get race 3 in on this action. And we'll be getting there soon. Caleb sending me yet another DM saying, oh my gosh, wow. I'm exposing this DM. He's feeling ballsy. He thinks he's not only winning this, but he just DM'd me saying, I'm gonna get 26 this run. By the way, FR, maybe a PB if I feel like it.
Sure.
So he's got a tall order right now. This is a big deal. This run has everything in store. We'll see how this plays out.
You know, you didn't provide screenshot proof.
Okay, well, I don't know how to send. I don't know how you do like the whole like Discord like attachment image. Holy boop. Okay, well, if I do this and this, and I'll just DM it to myself, and I can
Cold
upload
with
it.
the facts, though. We'll see after 1-1.
True. Amen, Cold.
No, it wouldn't even be after 1-1. It'll be like, what, 10 seconds in? The screenshot proof. Caleb exposed.
Cold making the hot calls. That's why some people call him Hot Egg Boy.
Yeah, I personally like to call him oxymoron, but
Yeah, well.
Here we go.
What is Caleb doing? He's doing one run. He's practicing 1-1 out of spite. No, he's not. I literally can't tell if Cold was practicing 1-1 out of spite, or if he genuinely just messed up 1-1 again. If he genuinely just messed up 1-1 again, that's just sad.
Caleb claiming it was an accident.
Caleb, further proving the point.
Oh yeah. Woohoo.
All right. Well, looks like we're hopefully gonna get started here soon. Oh, interesting. MrCab has just the NSLU disc.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And we get to see that he is playing on Wii Remote.
That's also interesting. That makes me feel that much worse for him in 5 Tower, because like 5 Tower's a lot harder with Wii Remote. But we'll get this game 2 off and running here. If Caleb... yeah, I don't even want to say anything. I just can't right now, dude. He's gonna mess up the turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna mess up something. Looks like we'll be getting going here soon.
MrCab's timer is starting about a second early.
Here we go.
You and Mr. Cab starting about a second early? His timer starting about a second late?
Same difference, okay.
Right. We got the acorn. We're not dead. Oh my god, are we gonna get out of 1-1 alive?
Oh my god.
No way. No way. I don't believe this.
Yo, Caleb on world record pace right now?
Well, loads.
Phew, made it.
Well, who cares?
This is... wow. But I can't believe it. He did it without dying. I can't believe it.
I'm honestly impressed. This is honestly maybe a first.
Honestly, it might be.
Ha. All right.
MrCab making some mistakes in 1-2.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're getting the 70 pipe. Caleb getting the 77 pipe. Cat is hoping CalebAP can secure the win. I think we're all hoping.
Exclamation point.
But, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for Mr. Cab right now. I have zero
I
faith.
think it's the safer decision at this point. Like,
I just... Mr. Cab's consistency tonight has been, like, through the roof. I'm not sure that I can say the same for Caleb here.
Cat, not only is MrCab a part of the OG gang, but he's also a part of the Wii Remote gang. At least it appears.
I don't understand how you guys run on Wii Remote. Like, Wii Remote is an awful way to play this game. Like, playing with Wii Remote is like an automatic handicap. It makes 5 tower, like, infinitely more difficult. And I'm not even sure if you can play it that optimally. Just because spin puts are weird.
That would actually be an interesting challenge to get like a 177 or something.
Cat's saying he's gotten an 84-5 tower door, and that's
right side
honestly impressive.
You know.
Probably right side. I doubt he'd go for left side. Still, that's very impressive. Also, probably very difficult. 26-34 with Wii Remote. I don't know.
I mean, I have being able to see the top middle of my screen.
I mean, I have a 26-33 with a one-sided Joy-Con. So, who's the real dub here?
I don't know. Probably Cat, because, you know, if you have a 26-33 with a one Joy-Con, then, you know, you kind of don't have a life. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, okay, well... Anyways, 5-1. Okay, cold kind of spitting bars though. Like, I would rather play with a single Joy-Con than with the Joy-Con grip. Or with 2 Joy-Con.
Yeah, better yet, just don't play this game, Forehead.
Oh, true. You got me.
The real winners are the ones that don't actually play the game.
The real winners are the friends that we made along the way. Isn't that right? Super 64 guy, have you ever played at N64? I do have a Nintendo 64 in my home, yes. And I have ran Mario 64 on it.
But then you switched to emulator like a nerd.
Well, I switched to emulator because I don't bring my Nintendo 64 with me to college, because technically it's not my Nintendo 64. And also what I've been doing lately is online co-op with the boys, which has been a lot of fun, not gonna lie. Yeah, my username's not clickbait. I literally got that. It literally is derived from Mario 64, my username. It very much is not
Imagine
clickbait.
deriving your name from a game. Couldn't be.
My first game was Mario Kart 64, and my favorite game of all time is Mario 64, so...
Caleb with the left side again.
Imagine...
3 minutes.
Nah, nice left side.
Yeah? Maybe.
Nah?
Okay,
it's good.
Kind of thought that was going to be an 84.
Caleb sounded like he is going to get his 26, but I mean, still a lot of run left, so... Don't have to fear quite yet about him missing his 26. Oh, that's unfortunate for MrCab. To be fair, this trick is really hard with... Dude, imagine the left side backup.
Left side backup is like infinitely easier than like actual left side though, for some reason.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, it's a lot harder. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, it is a little bit easier because you can stand right under the wall where you wall kick from and spin jump if the snake block makes it over to you. And that could make it easier to get the wall kick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, gonna have to ride the snake block. It's a 50 door though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hang on a minute. Didn't Caleb say that he would never do left side in a race again?
No, I don't think he ever said that.
Oh my god. Caleb, what are you doing? I mean,
you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop.
It's not the end of the world.
Cold Eggman downloaded the VOD where Caleb lost 3 minutes to left side. The one that wasn't even restreamed. He downloaded that VOD. Caleb unfortunately makes a good point. Well, he did lose 4 seconds in this level. He'd have to play pretty darn good. But I guess it is possible. He'd have to play insane to the rest of the run. And I'm not gonna lie. Did we just see MrCab? Oh, I thought we saw MrCab die because I saw the Bowser fade out, and I was like, bruh. Oh, I downloaded just the part where it happened. Okay. Well, still.
Crazy. The whole thing would have been funnier, though.
It would have been. MrCab almost taking a death at the beginning. Hold, moving on to 5S.
Yes,
also known as the secret level. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do you keep calling him me? What are you talking about?
I think we all know exactly what he's talking about.
What? I keep saying Cold instead of Caleb? You are capping, dude.
No.
You are capping. Nah, everyone in chat is capping. Nah, everyone in... All you in chat are capping. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, the only one that's capping is you, if you think that chat is capping. I don't know.
Wait, did I actually say that in the Discord? There's no way I said that in the Discord. No. Okay, I'll go back and fact checking this. No.
I'm fact checking that too, so I think.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep.
That is a little embarrassing. I am not going to lie to you.
Bro, organizer doesn't even know what race is going on.
Oh my god. Okay, to be fair, the fact that nobody caught it is like... Now you guys have problems, you know?
Here we go.
Well, anyways. We move on.
I didn't actually read the message, so that's my excuse.
I mean, that's a fair excuse.
You made it.
We don't move on. Dude, no, we can move on from this. That's okay.
No.
I'm not worried. We can just...
I don't think
this
we
is
should
fine.
move on from this.
Ha.
We can move on from this. I'm not worried about it. We can move on. We can move on from this. Yeah, see, Caleb didn't read it. Like, nobody cares. Alright?
If nobody cares about the message, then I think we have a problem. Anyways, 7-2 and 7-1 for MrCab.
Look at all these people who didn't read the Discord message. Literally, nobody cares.
Ha.
Anyways, we're moving on to 7 Tower. Let's see how bad the 7 Towers are.
Here we go.
Commentator assuming that MrCab isn't going to completely pop off and just get a 152. Imagine needing to use the fire bro to get into the pipe. Kinda cringe.
Yeah, that means you were a little bit slow in room 1. That's what that means.
You know, you wouldn't ever have to do that with my strat, even if you mess up terribly. This is tested and proven by me, and probably only me, because I'm garbage at the first room.
Let's see this RNG. Yo, we're getting the 0 cycle.
Unless... you know, it is
0
Caleb
cycle,
we're talking
unfortunately.
Yes, I'm a winner.
But we are moving on. We're getting it.
about. Caleb ahead of PB somehow.
Very interesting indeed. Caleb claiming he's actually minus 3.6 ahead of PB. Don't know what happened in his PB then if he's actually minus 3.6 right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't called his PB, like, completely garbage by this point.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, Mr. Cab's in tower right now. It's his first hit. Hopefully he's fine.
You know, I want to know
he's
what
fine.
kind of person actually compares to their PB when they're on a good run. You know, couldn't be me.
I compare to Sob. That's what I do.
I just compare to none. And then stare at my BPT the entire time. Because, you know, that makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised that I don't get more nervous by just staring at my BPT the entire time.
Here we go.
Caleb moving on to Castle.
Race is pretty heavily in Caleb's favor at this point, but, you know.
For sure.
Wait till the
Caleb
nerve
really
starts to
hasn't
hit.
been playing that bad, unfortunately. We can't really bully him.
Yeah. Gotta find just every tiny mistake that we can. You know, just bully him for being a human.
Right.
EU 74, actually garbage. Like, imagine not getting 75 every single time.
This is true. Missing the 167 or 168 cannon by a good margin, like, yikey wikeys.
I honestly don't know if this run is even worth continuing. Like,
True. He should just forfeit right now.
honestly. Caleb attempting to roast Super, but, you know.
I don't know why he
really
says
not
60
working.
bad.
Right?
I don't really get it.
Like,
He's
doesn't
getting
even-
149 castles consistently. Like, what is he doing wrong? What is this visual cue that makes him so late?
He doesn't even know. He should probably fix that, but we all know that he's not going to.
We all know that he's very bad. And that's okay. Being bad is okay.
Yo. Wow.
Hold making
admitting that
Caleb
he's
feel
bad,
better.
too.
Hold, we do not want to make Caleb feel better, okay? That's not the goal here.
If anything, you want the opposite.
This is true. If anything, you want the opposite.
Caleb insulting Cold.
Whoa.
Not
Okay, now
exactly
he's
sure
now
what-
he's just banned from the tournament. This is it.
Honestly. Claiming it was a joke, but, you know, he didn't
Also,
include
Cold makes a
slash-
point that
yeah.
3x is literally free for him because he literally has the best loads in the community. At least of those that have a 26 and can get their runs retimed. Because I think we retimed Latch's loads and his loads are really good.
I wonder if my Switch has loads like my Wii does.
Whoa.
Alright, come on, Caleb. Please, this boss fight. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Mr.
Hey.
Cab getting hit.
That's
Not
unfortunate.
Entirely sure what hit him. Like, in more than one sense of the word.
I'm opening Caleb's stream to see how far ahead he is of PB and see if he's actually for real, and I'm getting an ad for the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. Normal color? Do they even make other color switches?
Is my thing frozen on this? Like, can I not? Okay, it froze on the ad, so I have no clue. Please don't give me another ad. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have splits on screen, so I have no clue how far ahead of PB he is.
Oh, imagine.
Cringe. So he's probably lying is what that means.
Oh, MrCab.
Oh, he wants more of his DMs exposed. Well, I'm on do not. Oh my god, there's 13 new DMs from him.
Oh.
Oh!
No, MrCab. Not again.
Looks like he's minus 5.9 to PB. PB's a 2649? Oh my goodness.
What is that comparatively to OG? Like,
I don't know. I think it's probably still a 1x.
very high 1x.
Probably a pretty high 1x, yeah.
Yeah, actually kind of garbage, to be honest.
Woohoo!
Nice 76 from Caleb.
Oh, secret.
Caleb claiming that he golded 8-1.
Whoa! Yo! Yeah! Yo! Here we go!
Alright, time for 8-4. Let's see how Caleb does.
Kind of a bruh 8-4, to be honest, too.
This is true.
The Wii U is not a waste of money. Don't at me. It's only mostly a waste of money.
Here we go!
Alright, I had to look away. What, 8-4 did Caleb get?
87 pipe. I wasn't paying attention to Final IGT, but I'd assume it was 85.
Alright, so he messed up a little bit. But this is still PB pace for him. $75. All right.
You love to see it. It's gonna come down to the final level.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of level Caleb gets. This is looking
MrCab is
spicy.
going into 8-4 with Nabbit.
Here we go!
Hopefully, okay. Not seeing another death.
That's good. All right, let's see what Caleb gets here. Hopefully we see a good castle from Caleb. It'd be cool to see a PB. Okay, he got that. He got the wall kick. That's unfortunate. That's gonna lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah, that was...
Wall kick's a little bit slower than staying clinged to Bowser Jr. because if you stay clinged to Bowser Jr., Bowser Jr. continues pushing you to the right for a little bit. And you can tell how good you did by seeing where Bowser Jr. Crashes down. You want him to crash down as close to the door as possible. That way you know you saved the maximum amount of time. So ideally he's crashing on that, like, last platform. Yeah, normally you can get a 325 switch, so...
Mr. Cab entering the pipe for some swag.
Yeah.
This is true. Swag pipe, dude.
Oh no! Mr. Cab not knowing how to deal with the bomb.
Yeah, if you don't know the Nabbit movement, then, or even like the normal movement, it can be tough for sure. Caleb's nervous. I don't know why he would never be nervous. It's kind of awkward. He's nervous. Just saying.
Imagine being nervous on a bad run like this.
I mean, you give him some credit. This run is definitely not terrible. Like, this is
Yeah.
kind of hot.
Jokes and
This
bullying
should
aside,
be able to
this
be a
is
lower.
excellent.
This should be able to be a lower 4x. Unlikely would be a Skippy bop if he gets to PB. Like, even without loads. Okay. Okay.
See if we can
A little
get
bit
that in
slow
front of
second hit. Might be a 69.
I don't like Bowser Jr.'s positioning.
Nah, he's fine. That was near into him. We're chilling.
That
He's
could
gonna
have
get
been
this
very
movement.
awkward.
Yeah, that could have been really awkward.
Not
think this
getting
is it,
knocked
ladies
out.
and
That was
gentlemen.
very close, though.
42.
GG.
Nice. GG on the PB, Caleb.
Massive Phoebe.
GG's.
Mostly massive players.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, he
Very
did
good
kind
run.
of claim he was going to get world record before. So
You know what? Now I feel awful for making fun of him, because he literally, like, I sent the DM. He was like, I will PB. Or I will 26, maybe PB if I feel like it. And look at this. He called it.
He did call it.
He called it, like, right away. He's gonna get in VC and he's gonna yell at me, and I'm gonna feel sad. He's never gonna live this down. He's never gonna let me live this down, at least.
Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, after the previous performance, the bullying was kind of deserved.
I mean, this is true.
Mr. Cab going for a fire kill despite the fact that it would be faster to just jump over Bowser.
Honestly, probably just flexing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's here.
Hello, Caleb.
He's just blended up. He's like, hey,
Hey.
you know what I just called. You know what I just did.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. You don't need to sound
In
so
your
like
face or
swagger.
something? I don't know.
You don't need to be so swagger about it. So
I just said,
smug.
hey.
Smug Caleb here.
I literally just said hey.
So we can't verify this run, by the way, because you moved on the world map and won one with the accidental death right before the race, you know? So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to verify this run. So, I'm sorry for your loss, but...
Oh, yeah.
Luigi!
That's a match.
No, Cold. I went to main menu afterwards. It's valid.
No, yeah, I'm making fun of him. It's a valid run. Don't worry. I'm going to verify this run.
I should have included the death, like, just before the run. Like,
That'd be funny.
in the vlog.
I never uploaded my 2633.
Okay.
I just thought you should know.
I
God.
I think I care.
Jeez. It's because I need more people to verify my retiming before I feel like I can.
I'm
Before I
not
switch
doing
the
it,
boards.
because if I just hold off, if nobody does it, then I can be third place for a little bit.
MrCab's stream kind of
All I
dying
care
a
about
little
is
bit.
the placement.
Right,
Right.
obviously.
What were the mistakes in this one? Oh yeah,
Everything.
5 minutes out.
Well, now we're behind on retimes, because now we got to
Except
retime
5
your
goes past
run.
me before, that's it. Well, 6 seconds and 5. Well, it's actually adds up
Well,
to
and
like
1
7
too.
seconds. So 7 seconds. A bit in 1 2. It was like, I mean, yeah, I guess it was like 1.5 in World 1. Not that stupid thing. I was
MrCab finishing with a 30-13.
lost 7 seconds in 5 goes. GG's MrCab.
GG's, Mr. Cab.
Yes, GG's to both of you.
Hello, Mr. Cab. GG's on the tournament race.
Hello. Thanks.
Yeah, you played really well game 1 and game 2, to be fair. Like,
Yeah.
2 runs that you had
I know if you
potential
left
PB
game 3 out of
paces.
that statement end up, yeah, you would be right.
Yeah, that was the fact that we went to a game 3. That was really exciting to watch, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I'm fairly consistent, although I'm also really happy that I got through the first 2 races without missing 5 tower. Which then happened here, and well, then everything else happened, and whatever, it was good.
Right.
We had fun.
To be fair, you're playing on Wii Remote, right?
No, this is I've got the Wii U Pro controller here.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Where did you say that, DCA? You liar.
It showed
Wow.
the Wii Remote icon.
Lame.
Whatever.
GG's.
But GG's.
It's the Wii U.
for sure.
Nobody actually knows about it. I think we established that in chat.
That's true.
True.
This is true. But yeah, you really had 2
wait,
really
Super,
good
I
runs,
actually have a
Mr. Cab.
question
Oh
for
my
you.
god, what do you want now, Caleb?
That's not my name. I'm cold.
Hey, you can shut up. And B, what is your question?
That was my question. Is why did you call me cold the entire freaking time?
I don't know. Okay.
Because
I don't
Cold
know.
is better than you, and he
It looks
wanted
like
to
we
give
have-
you some sort of a
In
chance.
chat, laughing.
Literally the only person laughing is Cold. I don't know why you're calling Cold all the entirety of chat.
Well, that's Caleb. Caleb in chat there.
That's not Caleb in
Oh,
chat.
looks like
that is
Cold is also laughing.
Okay. Well, commentator feeling a little bit bullied. Listen, just because you can come in here and get a PB, that's 3rd place, I guess, because I never uploaded my 2633. Doesn't mean you can come in here.
Can't just. Okay, never mind.
I still have a better run than you. There's nothing you can do about that.
Well,
Anyways,
it's not official. Because
can we talk about your game
I know
2
you
for a second?
cheated. I was there. I saw you splice it together.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later. Okay.
Okay. Can you talk about your game 2 for a minute?
Game 2. I don't know. I was throwing for content.
Except you weren't.
I don't even remember where did it start?
It started with you losing Acorn in 1-2.
No, one.
No, the death in 1-1. Yeah, that was game.
Basically,
wow.
I was gonna get a 26/PB that run, but then I died in 1-1, and I was like, okay, I can't do it anymore. So I just, threw.
You threw for content. Okay,
Totally
well,
on purpose. The entire everything I did.
now you're
obviously.
just looking arrogant and like a fool.
Well,
That's
my
that's
arrogance
just
was
mean.
correct.
That's
I
just
got a
mean to your
26,
opponent.
22.
Yeah. I okay. Well,
Okay, I don't even remember what. Okay, there was I just didn't play the game very well. That's all.
that's fair.
And when
well,
I mess up, I tend to.
I feel like that's a bit of an
not want to play the game
understatement.
anymore.
No, just own game 2 and be proud of that game 3 comeback.
that's true. This is true.
I'm gonna burn the tape of game 3. Don't worry about it.
What did I get?
Game
was
3 is a
game
disaster.
one
It never happened.
Game one time
We
was
went
pretty
1-1, and I said Caleb can move on. We're done.
Mr. Cab did give you the run for the money that you deserved. That was a good match to watch, I will say.
Wait.
Caleb, you will be moving.
Why do I have perms to move Super out of it?
What?
What?
Super getting moved.
Okay, well, I
hey,
got
Super, sorry.
booted out. I don't know why, but
I don't know why that happened.
Yeah, no clue.
DCA using
yeah,
or something. I
Nope.
don't know.
Wasn't me.
Alright.
I promise. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was not me.
Anyways, yeah, Mr. Cab, you'll be out of our tournament. But you had some good memories here for
What-
sure.
I did. Now I'm going to move on. I'm going to lose games in the Mega Man 6 tournament after this. It'll be
Okay.
fun. This is like my once every like year and a half. Oh yeah, I really like this game. I should play it. For Luigi.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And you did play it.
As
You
for
had your
me-
fun. You came
Oh my
close to
God.
peep. Can you?
Blah,
I'm not
blah,
done.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, dude.
Wow.
Never
Yay,
stop
dude.
talking.
You know, I care about Mr. Cab and where he's going to be after this. Okay, what would you like to say now that is so vitally important that you need to interrupt me and
Well,
Mr.
just
Cab?
that I'm gonna beat you in the tournament. Just I don't know if you've
You have to beat
gotten many
Skippy before you can.
2642s.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now that the best race PB that anyone's ever gotten is my 2633. So.
And I was there for that race. I saw you splice it.
You're just salty that you lost.
What? I wasn't even paying attention. Okay,
And in order to
that's not
get
what
to
this is
me,
about.
you
I'm
have
gonna
to get
beat you.
past Skippy, and you have to get past either uvideo/DCA/Cold
Yeah,
Eggman.
they're-
You have to get past one of them. All of which.
Cold.
Oh wait, no, Cold. Cold is gone. Sorry.
Cold
Cold is
already
gone.
Are you calling me Cold
destroyed.
again?
No, I'm not calling you Cold again. I forgot Cold is out. I don't know who's left. Is it? It's DCA, Uvids, and Skippy? Is that and me? Is that
Correct.
who's left?
Yes. Yeah, and then I'll beat Novadra.
Sure.
You're gonna come back in a bracket reset grand finals. Well, you do that. I look forward to seeing you in losers finals.
in round 2, so.
You did actually. This is true, actually. I will not lie. That did almost happen. But alas, it didn't.
Me and Skippy is pretty close, although I don't.
He hasn't been
I don't
playing
think he's
lately.
gotten a time as good as mine in the tournament yet. So.
Not yet. No.
Wait, that's not even. Oh, I beat his PB.
I think you actually now have the best time in the tournament.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
Okay,
Ian's
you don't
probably
have to
gotten
be so
better.
arrogant, dude. This kid is being so arrogant and rude right now. I don't know how y'all are standing this kid.
What?
I can't believe I let him into the tournament.
It's all right. We're all young
Let
ones.
me in. Okay. Well, I don't know why I let you into this channel. I'm gonna move you out again. Anyways, I was having a mental breakdown.
You
in,
have to do that.
Round 2. Can
Okay.
you be quiet, please?
Okay.
Kind of rude.
Okay.
Interrupt.
Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream. So,
Oh, okay.
yay! If you could do the
Oh,
honors, I think
Whoa,
good. I
whoa,
think we've
Mr. Cab, any final
to be
comments?
said.
Good night, everybody.
Yes, good night,
Great.
everyone.
Okay, well,
Hey, dude.
see you, Super.
Yeah.
Thank you for the race, Caleb.
Okay, I disconnected him because he doesn't know.